I'm back. Hope you're having a great day. This is Marsha. Welcome back to Markets of Sunshine. Today is our practicing our calligraphy for beginners. And I just show you using a practice workbook how easy it is to practice your strokes and your lettering using tracing paper and some markers. And then after we do the quick little calligraphy lesson, it only takes a few minutes. We don't stay all day on that. Then we're going to open some Happy Mail, and I'm going to show you some items that I purchased, something for my garden, and something for the Bohemian Dream challenge that we're doing in the Facebook group, Junk Journal Junction. So are you ready to get started? Woohoo! Let's go! All right, so we're going to jump right in with our calligraphy today. And if you are enjoying the content that you find on my YouTube channel, then please subscribe. And if you enjoy my inspiration, my personality, my humor, and if you can forgive my mistakes, then please stick around. If you can't forgive people's mistakes, then just go to somebody else's channel, because I am definitely going to make mistakes. I am an imperfect person, and I do it all the time, and it's not intentional, trust me, but it happens. And so if you're going to hold it against me, then just go to somebody else's channel. But I would love for you to subscribe and stick around. And if you're human like me and you want me to forgive your mistakes, by all means, stick around and forgive my mistakes. So I just wanted to throw that out there real quick. So today's mindful calligraphy lettering quote is, "I have everything I need." So when you're doing calligraphy, the upstrokes are very light-handed, and then when you're going to go to downstrokes, take a little breather, take a little pause, and then put the pressure, mash your little brush down, and then when you come back for the upstrokes, lift up on the pressure, lift up your hand, and it's okay to lift the brush and move the brush. You don't have to just go in one fell swoop, obviously, because I'm copying this right at the moment. But, this is what I'm going to be doing for quite a while. And then if you noticed last week, what I do is, okay, I copy it first, and then I just do it by, looking at what I just did. So, but I always start off by tracing it, copying it first, and then do it freehand. So the reason why I do it this way is because that gets the whole process in the brain. So now the brain is like, oh yeah, she just did that. We just did that. And so then when you're looking at it and then you're trying to do it yourself, you'll be able to do it much easier because you just did it, and the brain will remember that. And because it's so immediate after the practice session, then obviously the brain is going to be able to do it much easier. So don't set your work down, and then, don't take a phone call, turn the phone off, and then just stick right with your lettering right at that moment, so that you can, while it's fresh in the little memory bank, do your lettering. Okay, so let me lift this up. All right, so I'm going to place it right here. So I have everything I need. So that is definitely, and I'm going to put an exclamation point. All right, so now what I'm going to do, all right, usually I do twice, 2 of these, but I don't think I'll have enough room to go in here. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up slide this over, turn this over. That's the Happy Mail, get you out of the way. And then here we go. All right, now let's use a different color so that we can see this better. All right. Okay, so you're able to see. All right, so remember, so this is still considered the upstrokes. The up is light. Now we want to go pressure, and then as we curve, light, and around. And then we're going to start here, light stroke, curve, curve. Now we want to pressure. Okay, and then this is the light and the pressure. The light and the pressure. The light and the pressure. The light, pressure, light, light, pressure, light. Okay. Do you like how I do that? So this is how I have to say it in my mind so that I, you know, am training my brain of how to make these strokes. And, you know, so talking out loud to yourself is perfectly okay. Don't worry about it. And if somebody's going to judge you, just go into another room. But this works, trust me. So light, pressure, light, pressure, light, and then light, pressure, light, a little bit of pressure, more pressure, light, and then we're going to come up here for the Y, heavy down, little pressure up, heavy, and then right about here we start to lighten it up and go around. There we go. Okay, so now the thing, we got the every, now we need the thing. Okay, so I'm going to come as close to that little curve of the Y as I can. So pressure, light, and we're going to come up here and we're going to take this really curly part of the crossing the T, light, 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 curve, and now pressure, and then up is light, pressure, up, light, and then pressure, and then light. So when we're going down, see how I'm moving the pen, and I'm having to come, okay, see, isn't that pretty? Look at that, see? So I have to practice it first, get it into the little brain, and then as I visually, then you can come and do it. So if you have any artistic ability, it will start to come out as the more you practice this. So, you know, I'm not an artist. I have been able to, in my younger years, by the same teaching method, watching my friends who were artists do their pet portraits. I've showed you those before. And my daughter, my son-in-law, but they were pastel pet portrait artists and animal artists. I have their wildlife portrait prints, you know, they're just beautiful. And anywho, so the way they taught me was having a picture, a photograph, and then they projected that photograph with one of those old-timey, you know, projectors from the classroom onto a wall or a door, and they would put up their piece of pastel, their velour paper. They would put up the velour paper, and they would just tape it in the four corners, and then they would go over and outline the, you know, outside of the animal, highlighting where the eyes were, the nose, the legs, the tail, yada, yada, yada. And then take that picture now, take that down, go over to their easel, which I have one of their easels, and they would begin the portrait. So I watched that, and then they instructed me, they guided me, and so I was able to do several beautiful, beautiful, beautiful things. And my mom kept the one I did of the yellow rose. Absolutely turned out gorgeous. And then I did a lion. That one was absolutely fascinating, and I absolutely astounded myself. That one turned out really good. But I don't know what happened to them. They got lost. I moved and, you know, got married and all those kind of things happened, and then it just got lost. So I think I did 3 different ones. I know I remember the rose and then the lion, and I don't remember what the third one was. But anywho, So I do have it in me, but I have to, you know, and that's what a lot of artists do. Some people can just sit down, look at the landscape, and just start going, you know, from that, but I'm not that way. All right, now let's do the I, the letter I. So we want to go light hand pressure, light curve, and then the word need. Pressure, light, pressure, light, light, and then curve, and then pressure, light, curve, pressure, light, and then I'm going to come around here, and light, and then you're going to have to, okay, now the squiggly thing. Let's see if I can do this squiggly thing. All right, so if I squiggle here, go here, come here, I think I can do that. Okay, so they went way over here, so let's go way over here, come around, pressure, and then up. Ta-da! Yay! And the crowd goes wild. We did it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. See? See how easy that is? So I showed you last week, but I'll show you every week in case you might be somebody new to my channel. So this is the Learn Lettering, the Guide to Mindful Lettering by Lisa Funk. And so she is here on YouTube. She's on Facebook and Instagram. And I think I probably saw her from Instagram. And then bought this workbook, and it was just a whole little bundle thing. It came with the markers, which are black. I haven't used any of those yet. The Tombow brand. But I like using the color. I don't like the black, so I like the color. So I use just my Stampin' Up! Markers. And then the tracing paper pad that comes with it. And then the workbook. And then I have a little flower, little zipper pouch that had the Tombow markers in it. Okay, so now let's jump into the Happy Mail. So thank you for being here with me today for the calligraphy. And if you want to stay around, hang around for the Happy Mail from Etsy, feel free to do so. But if you only wanted to be here for the calligraphy, then please don't forget, subscribe to my channel before you go. But I would love for you to stick around. So I always put the gloves on when I'm dealing with any incoming mail. Even though I spray and disinfect the outside with Basic G, which is a Shackley germicide product. And Shackley, if you're not familiar with Shackley, is a company that has been around for over 100 years, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so now this is a pack of fabric swatches, sampler, charm pack, maybe? Oh, yes, it is. Okay, so it is a charm pack. So there's the jelly roll, then there's the charm packs, and the charm packs come in all different sizes. And I sell fabric, vintage fabric, in my Etsy shop, Pioneer Fundraiser, by the yard. I am not going to sit down and cut out little squares like this, or even fat quarters, if somebody only wants to buy a fat quarter piece or half a yard, and they message me and say, Marsha, can I buy only a half a yard or a fat quarter? And I have over a yard, more than 1 yard, and then I will consider that. But because it's usually 1 yard, 2 yards, 3 yards of fabrics that I have, and most of my customers come and they buy the whole thing, so they don't just piddle around with a yard. They're serious here, so they're like, yeah, I want the whole thing, just send it all to me. Okay, so this Etsy shop is called Jamberries, and so she's on Etsy, so just look that up, Jambearies, and I am not an affiliate. I don't get any commission for, giving shout outs to these companies. I just, shops. See, that's the other part of Marsha. That's my generosity. I am not about competitive. I am about community. So that's what I want on my channel. If you're about community, please stick around. If you're about competitive, then don't. Okay, now, This is called the Sunrise Vista, 42 pieces, which I thought that was pretty nice. Okay, and the other thing was, is because I'm not into boho, I'm not into bohemian, but it's not that I'm against these colors. I do like these colors, and I would use these colors in, my journals. Like when I made my evergreen journal, if I made a blue journal, or the purple or the orange, which orange and green are my two favorite colors, then I would, and I had batiks that looked like this, I would go straight to it, and that's what I would use. So this is Robert Kaufman, is the manufacturer, designer of these fabrics. So let's see, how can we get into this? Let's see. Yeah, why did they glue? I don't know. Okay, so let's peel this off. And then I will go through here and show you the 42. I don't remember, was it 42? I think it's 42 separate patterns, if I remember correctly. All right, let's see. All right. Do not need that label for anything. Okay, so now, okay, I love this with the dragonfly. Okay, so there's 2 dragonflies. Maybe there's 2 of everything. I'm sure when I read the description, I read everything very thoroughly, so I knew what I was buying. Yes, okay, so there's 2 of every print. So that means you're going to be getting 21 patterns, but 42 total. Okay, leaf. So, and this is just to give you a better idea of what is in each of these packs. Okay, now that's interesting. There's only one leaf. That's pretty. More of a dragonfly muted in there. So I love anything to do with butterflies, dragonflies, some things with bees, not everything. Here's another dragonfly. That's probably why I purchased this pack. And it was pretty fast shipping, I must say, because they have a lot of sales. So I'm sure they're getting, isn't that beautiful? It looks hydrangeas. Oh, just gorgeous. See, now I love all these colors. This is just, the colors by themselves is what I just, that's me. I love that. Okay. But, coming in mix matching crazy colors together, that was hard for me to do. Butterfly and a dragonfly. Beautiful. I love this. So these are for, like I said, the Bohemian Dream Challenge that is going on in our Facebook group, Journal Junction. You'll find the link in the description below. You can jump in anywhere along the way. So this challenge is from July to end of year, I think is how she did it. And so Linda has that challenge, and I have the 12-week paperclip challenge. So my challenge, we're on week 7 this week. So a lot of leaf going on here, a lot of just kind of like beautiful floral collage-y kind of a thing. Okay, more leaf, but just a different type. Definitely, okay, this is more just another very different type of a leaf, which I like that. I didn't really want to have that same leaf over and over and over, so this is pretty here too. I like that. So some are singles and some are doubles, so that's interesting. And then of course I'll go back through it and count to see if there are 42, which I know there would be because they're not going to make a boo-boo like that. This one kind of matches up with that other one I had that had the muted, well, similar. No, it's not similar. So that one had that little beautiful butterfly on it. Okay. Love this orange, just gorgeous. So I've completed the three projects, I believe, in her challenge. I think she's done 6 so far. Here's another butterfly here. The flow book is interesting because I'm thinking to myself, it could be a way to put together a variety of the fabrics and the laces and the trims and the sari silk, and just have it in one place so that, like, when you were going to get ready to do a bohemian project, that it would be there. So I'm still trying to figure out. So I have some other things that I've ordered that are going to be coming in. So once everything gets here, then I will make the flow book. But right now, I don't have enough of the things to do that with. So, but these little squares would be perfect for the front and the back cover of the flow book, like she did it. So you can go over to her channel, and her link's in the description below as well. And then you can check out that, and you can join our Facebook group, and then you will be able to see the challenges. And now my challenge, you get if you join the Facebook group or my newsletter, you'll get a PDF file that you can print out the 12 weeks, so that I provide you all the supplies that you're going to need. I pick them all out ahead of time, whereas Linda you're on your, free, what's the word? You're free to do whatever you want to do. Excuse me. But with mine, I gave you the supplies list because it's so much easier for me to work that way. And once you put them together, then it's just absolutely turns out gorgeous. So anyway, so there you have it. There's another butterfly. So that is this 42-piece charm pack that you can pick up for a bohemian project. Boho, bohemian, gypsy. So it all starts with a flavor like this, and then it evolves into, whatever you want it to be. Okay, now this is the one for my garden, and I am so excited. And I believe her shop is called Tiny Art. And let me see if she puts a business card in here. Love this bag. Okay, so no business card. Let me see what's on here. Yes, Tiny Art. And I'm pretty sure she has an Etsy shop. It's cute washi. Basic, far from basic. Okay, so the washi says far from basic. And it looks like it would be able to come off of here. And I would be able to use it on something else. So I will save this. And the way you save washi, in case you didn't know, is like this. So let me show you. So just find a roll that is similar to the size that, the washi that you're wanting to save, and then just wrap it up onto this roll. And you start by, like you see right here, so wherever that ended up, start a little bit behind it and just wrap it on there. And then if you have an end, when the washies end, that's another way you can save them, is just save that little cardboard piece. And then if you ever get something like this, or you do a swap, and they send you, you know, the washi samples, and then you just can roll them up on those little empty cardboard circles. Because this is too cute to throw it away. Why would we do that? We wouldn't. Thank you for your patience as I wrap this up. Far from basic. I like that. It is so cute. And what I'm going to show you is definitely fits that quote, that saying. All right, we'll just leave you right there. Okay, now, hopefully it came in one piece because this is something fragile. Okay, here's the little card. Alrighty. tinyartjewelry.com. Okay, so that's her website. I don't know if I will save that or not, but okay, so this is the part that goes into your pot, your planter, the soil, the garden. I can find where the tape end. Kind of looked like it was right there, so let me see if I can get it exactly or not. So I had purchased from Kohl's. I'll have to show you those. I don't think I've shown you those. I may have shown you those. In one of my garden videos, my yard stakes, and they're solar. They have little solar lights on them. And they're welcome signs. So I've got one in the front yard, and then I just put the other one in the backyard. And then I have two solar bluebirds. And then when I saw this, I said, oh, that would be so cute in one of my planters. Well, she's definitely wrapped it carefully so that you're not going to have to worry about the post office damage. Okay, once I can get into this, I'll show you what I had her do for me. So never be afraid to ask a seller if they will customize whatever it is they have for sale for you. So if you want to buy it, but you would just like some little something tweaked on it or added to it, then just ask, you know. So one shop on Etsy, I've purchased some fabric from her recently. I haven't received the order yet, but it's in transit. And she had these lots of beads, and they were all in the same color. So she has, you know, like every color in the rainbow, and you get 100 beads in each set. But I don't want 100 beads. I don't need 100 beads. I'm not going to use 100 beads. And I said, why don't you have 20, 20, 20, and then make 100, because that's how it would, you know, would work out. And she'd never thought of that. And that's how I get a lot of my listings in my Etsy shop, is when a customer comes along and says, will you make this for me? And I say, yes, I will. And then I make it into a listing for anybody else to come along and say, will you make that for me? So I do custom cards and albums and scrapbooks based on somebody asking me, would I do that for them? So let me bring it up really close so that you can see. Look at this beautiful metal bluebird. Isn't that adorable? And she soldered it on the back. So it's just a jewelry piece that she soldered it on the back. And then it was just like that. So there was none of this here. And that's cute enough. But she had offered other little garden stakes with the beads. And I said, why don't you have a bead on everything? I want the bead. Because look at that. Isn't it gorgeous with the bead? That just sets it off. Now that is unique. That is far from basic. With just the bird would have been basic, but with the bead, now it's far from basic. I love it. And then she, copper wrapped it here, and then we have the nice little copper stake. So now this is going to go into one of my beautiful orchid pots that I have in my garden. So there you have it. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So check out those two Etsy shops. And if you make a purchase, please tell them that I sent you, Marsha from Markets of Sunshine, on YouTube, that you saw them here, and so that they know that they're getting some love from another seller in the Etsy community. Again, it's not about competition. What is it? Say it with me. It's about community. So that's what I want here on my channel. So I support you. I'm generous with you. And so it's just reciprocation is what is the name of the game. And so, you can share my channel with, your friends. You don't have to make a purchase. That's not what I'm saying. But, if you really, really want to put a smile on my face and have me do a happy dance, then, of course, that's my business. I'm in business. And but sharing my videos, liking, commenting, but sharing, that's what helps me the most. That's what helps any seller. And many, many, many of my customers have, who have YouTube channels, who are in Facebook groups, their social media, have done that, and I thank them, every single solitary one of them that does that, and they are so happy with their purchase. They value my talent, and they share it with the world, and I really, really appreciate that. So thank you very much for being here with me today. I hope you enjoyed this cute little calligraphy lesson and my Etsy Happy Mail. And so check out my shop. It's in the description below. And an announcement. Yes, I wanted to make this announcement. I, again, have an Amazon affiliate store. And so you can make purchases of any of the craft supplies that I use on my channel. So say, for instance, if you want to purchase the Art Glitter Bundle, the Art Glitter Glue Bundle, and it's the clear glue, and that's in the description box below. It comes with a little metal cap, it comes with a pen, it comes with this little glass vial, and it has the small bottle here. This is your refill bottle. So that's in the description below. You can purchase that. And then that is another way for you to be able to support my channel, is by purchasing the supplies that you need. And also, I have the Aleene's Tacky Glue is in the description below. This is a 16-ounce, excuse me, the 16-ounce bottle, but I put the 8-ounce bottle. This is a 4-ounce. And then I also put down the little narrow tip one. So this is really a nice size and a nice one to have as well. And you just keep it this way, but the tip is really narrow, so you don't get, you can have a really good control. I have the Ranger Distress Oxide inks. I have the little ones, and then I have the most popular of the larger ones. It comes in a set of 4. So just check that out. You'll see a variety. I put my little scissors that I use. These are the ergonomic to save your little fingers because it has the spring in here. So you can, use that. And if you're an Amazon Prime member, and if you have their Amazon credit card, you get 5% cash back on all your purchases. And then after you make so many purchases, then you can purchase something else and then you can get it for almost free. So I do that all the time. So that's just a sampling of what I have in the description below. So that's just yet another way, like I'm saying, that you could support my channel is by using those links. And then it does not increase the price to you at all. It's the same price for everybody. And if they happen to be running a sale, then you can, take advantage of that because I have no control over those sellers. That's different people's items and shops and what have you. But the Buy Me a Coffee is there. You can make a tip, give that way to me. You can purchase in my Etsy shop. Now you can do also support my channel so that I can bring you more videos like this and I can continue to be generous with you with my giveaways. And my discounts is by you supporting me through those avenues. So thank you again. Keep creating in the sunshine, and I will see you in the next video. Have a very safe and happy day. Bye-bye.